So let's start with the present tense. In Romanian, this is called prezentul indicativ, but we'll keep things simple and we'll just call it the present tense. And like in English, it shows that the action is taking place in the present. And let's have an example with the verb a pleca, to leave. And firstly, we identify the root, which is plec, and we identify it usually by removing the last letter. And let's have a few forms. Eu plec. Eu plec. I'm leaving. Tu pleci. Tu pleci. You're leaving. El or ea pleacă. He or she is leaving. Noi plecăm. Noi plecăm. We are leaving. Voi plecați. Voi plecați. You are leaving. Ei or ele pleacă. Pleacă. They are leaving. And let's move on to the past tense. And we'll focus here on the tense that we call perfectul compus. This is the tense that you're most likely to use, and it's quite simple, so we'll focus on this one. And I think it's the most common, so this should be the most useful. And again, like in English, the past tense shows that the action is taking place, well, in the past. And we'll use the same verb, a pleca. And here we'll use an auxiliary verb, which is a avea, to have. And then we identify the root, and then we add those last letters. But as you can see in the example, the last couple of letters are A and T, at, in every case. So let's read the example. Eu am plecat. Am plecat, I left. Tu ai plecat. Ai plecat, you left. El or ea a plecat. A plecat, he or she left. Noi am plecat. Am plecat, we left. Voi ați plecat. Ați plecat, you left. And ei or ele au plecat. Au plecat, they left. Well, following the same logic, we'll move on to the future tense, which is in this case a simple future, viitorul simplu, and it shows that the action is taking place in the future. We'll use again the same verb, a pleca, but in this case we'll use a different auxiliary verb, which is a vrea, to want. Like in the previous cases, we identify the root, and for the future we will only add the letter A at the end, and this stands for all the cases, as you can see in this example. So let's read it. Eu voi pleca. Voi pleca, I will leave. Tu vei pleca. Vei pleca, you will leave. El or ea va pleca. Va pleca, he or she will leave. Noi vom pleca. Vom pleca, we will leave. Voi veți pleca. Veți pleca, you will leave. And ei or ele vor pleca. Vor pleca. They will leave. Alright, the fun part, the conjugation. We'll focus on the conjugation on the indicative mood, because this is the mood you will use mostly. And you should know that there are 4 types of verbs. And on this slide, we'll focus on the first type of verbs. And these are the ones ending in the letter A. The previous example was with the verb apleca, but I think you're a bit bored with it, so we'll use a different one. A suna, to call. And let's read the examples for the present tense, where you need to identify the root, and then you will add the following letters. Eu sun, sun, tu suni, suni, el, ea, sună, sună, noi sunăm, sunăm, voi sunați, sunați, ei, ele sună, sună. Okay, let's have a look at the past tense. In this case, we will use the auxiliary verb avea, and then we identify the root, and as you can see, we'll add only a and t, at the end of the verb. So, eu am sunat, tu ai sunat, el, ea a sunat, noi am sunat, voi ați sunat, ei, ele au sunat. Okay, and lastly, the future tense. The verb, the auxiliary verb avea, and then the root, and then we'll add the letter A. Voi suna, eu voi suna, tu vei suna, el, ea va suna, noi vom suna, voi veți suna, ei, ele vor suna.